So we're going to raise emotions and use inside rein, inside foot to teach the horse to relax and calm down. We're going to use it out here because, like when I did that bridle work with him, he was a little bit more anxious out here. So I'm trying to use something that I know raises his emotions, but not so much that I get into trouble. This is also what I would do is if I was out on trail and I was with a group of people and they all stopped, but my horse didn't want to stand still. This is how I would fix that. Um, this is how I would handle anytime the horse gets emotional and I can't, and I'm wanting to stop and stand still, but you know, but they don't want to, and or like let's say right before you go into the show pen and they're getting anxious about going in. This is how you do it. So I brought him out here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask him to walk around. And if I don't feel any enough emotion, then maybe I'll kind of try, right? And I'll kind of just see if I can get him to get worried about something. I'll take that right there, and I'm going to immediately go into inside rein, inside foot. So I'm just going to immediately like kind of pick up the rein, and I'm just going to start. I'm going to find a spot that I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to say, drop your head, go around this spot, drop your head, go around this spot. Not eat though. Let me move a little bit away from the um, bushes or whatever those things are called, dead grass. So just drop your head and go. Now, what you want to do this until is when you feel them kind of go into a trance. So, like if you see in Kevin, right, he's still worried about the eating and he's like thinking about, um, everything's still around him, right? So at this point, I stay here. I just want to say, walking in that small circle, drop that head. Walk in that small circle and drop that head. So by walking in the circle, I'm releasing emotions, right? I'm saying I'm not bottling them up. I'm letting him talk about it, right? Think about you when you get mad, at your husband or wife, and you just need to talk about it, but you don't want them to fix it. That's what I'm allowing him to do by walking in a small circle. Talk about your feelings. By dropping the head, right, and saying drop your head and kind of keep your head low and walk in that small circle, I'm saying relax, relax, relax. Well, what this is like is it's like giving uh, Kevin a little bit of a Xanax pill or something like that, right? It's just a little bit of a anti-anxiety type med, right? And so when it kicks in, which some people, I actually don't know much about Xanax, but like let's say some people it takes 5 minutes to kick in, some people it takes 45 minutes. That's kind of like with the horses, right? Some horses it'll just take 1 or 2 minutes for this to kick in, and then all of a sudden you're going to feel your horse just kind of like relax. So like right there, like Kevin's not as worried about stuff. He's not looking around as much. His body has relaxed. At that point, I can ask him to stop. If he stops and stays relaxed, then I let him be. If he doesn't, then I walk right back into that small circle, right? If he stays relaxed, he's kind of looking up and stuff, but not enough for me to like go back to that circle, but enough for me to go, okay, well, I can still probably work this exercise. So here I am, I'm going to ask him to trot, right? I'm going to kind of go around the bush over here. I know you can't see me, but I'm just going around a bush, right? And then I'm not even like with Kevin to get him to add emotions. Because remember, the whole idea of this is that I'm not putting him in a place where I'm like in trouble. I'm trying to add emotions. So I'm just coming out here and I'm just trying to add emotions. So I'm just going to say, okay, lope, lope. And then right there, I felt a little bit. So I'm going to go right back into my circle and say, drop the head and relax. Drop that head and relax. Walk a small circle. So my left rein is saying go in a circle or telling him where to go. My left rein is also saying drop the head. And I just do this until I feel him go take that Xanax pill and let it have time to kick in. And then once it kicks in, even like he was almost to it there for a second. But he then just kind of wanted to look around and look, the right horse is wanting to kind of look around a little bit. I'll just kind of let them relax. Now, when I'm doing this, I'll do one side a couple of times and then I'll do the other side a couple of times. I don't want to just swap sides each time because I want it to work faster and faster, but I also don't want to just do it on one side. Now, if I was out on a trail and, or in an area where I was actually using it because they added their own emotions, then I would just stick to one side until they were non emotional. Right? So you want to just keep playing with that, keep doing that. And again, like for Kevin, this area is not doing much. I thought it would, and that's exactly what you're going to do for this lesson is you're going to think about an area that might add just a little bit of emotions and go out and work with it. And then if it doesn't, you still have time, think about another area, think about another object, think about another way that you can get your horse emotional, right? And then go work the exercise. But don't go, oh, I know he's afraid. Oh, he always bucks over here. Oh, he always bolts over here. Don't go to that extreme yet, right? We're trying to slowly add emotions so that it just gets harder and harder. And by the time that we're in that troubled area, that really bad area where they're really afraid, it actually isn't that bad for them. And we never get into a serious place of getting in trouble with our horse. So, again, you're just going out there, add emotions somehow, add a new area, add speed, add something, and use inside rein, inside foot. Do it, walk that circle. Um, walk that circle, walk with just drop the head. You don't have to do the leg part. You're not trying to move the hip or anything. You're just walking in that small circle, dropping their head until you feel that Xanax pill kick in. So have fun with it.